This video will show you how to replace the front sway bar links on a Cadillac CTS. This is part of the front steering and suspension located behind your front wheel. Let's get into it. A quick note about doing this job, typically when you do them as a pair. Let's get ready to remove our front wheel. To do that, the first thing we have to do is safely raise and support the front of the vehicle so the wheel's off the ground. Once you've done that, you're going to remove all 5 of your 19mm lug nuts so we can get the wheel off of here. Now that we have the wheel off, let's make our way along the inboard side, the back side of the brakes. This is where we can see where our front sway bar link connects to our lower control arm. We'll be using a 15mm for this mounting nut. What you're going to find when you attempt to loosen this is typically the stud of the sway bar link is going to spin. If you are looking in the center of the stud, you're going to find an area for an Allen head socket. For this, you want to use a 5mm Allen head socket to help prevent that stud from spinning while you remove the mounting nut. First, I'm going to attempt to break it free. So once it did break free, as I mentioned, it did spin, so I'm just going to hold on to this while I continue on removing that nut. I'm going to be using a 15mm ratcheting wrench, and I have my 5mm Allen head socket directly in the center on that shaft. Remove that. There's our mounting nut. Now we can take hold of the sway bar link and slide it out of position. Now from along the other side of the sway bar link, you're going to find that your ABS wheel speed sensor wire is attached to it. Just go ahead and pull that out of place. You can see that plastic clip. If it's damaged, that's okay. You can use a wire tie in the end. For now, I'm just going to set this aside. Let's continue on to the upper hardware. Same process here. Use your 5mm Allen head socket in the center and a 15mm for the mounting nut. First, I'm going to break it free. Slide that sway bar link out of the sway bar. There it is, friend. Prior to installing any brand new part, let's make sure we clean and inspect the mounting surfaces. We have our sway bar and we have the control arm. I'm just going to use a wire brush. We'll just give it a quick wipe. This looks good. Now we can prepare to install that front sway bar link. Let's start up at the sway bar first. Slide it through that sway bar. Now we have our brand new mounting nut. Start that on. Once you have it started on, we're going to snug this up and then torque it to 37 foot-pounds. You may have to hold that center shaft using your 5mm socket. Okay, right there's bottomed out. Let's get our torque wrench. Now let's go ahead and slide it through the lower control arm down at the bottom. We'll get to that mounting nut. First, let's continue on with this ABS wire. Slide it into position on the shaft of the sway bar link. Once you have it started through there, go ahead and start on the mounting nut. We'll snug it up, and the torque for that will be 35 foot-pounds. Using my ratcheting wrench for this, 5mm socket directly in the center. Just double check, make sure that's secured in place. One last quick inspection in this area and we can reinstall our wheel. With that in place, we'll continue on to all 5 of our 19mm lug nuts. We'll start them on, get the wheel back on the ground, torque each of them to 100 foot-pounds in a crisscross manner. I've got the wheel back on the ground. Let's go ahead and torque these lug nuts to that 100 foot-pounds. Torqued. Okay, friend, we finished our installation. Now go over to the other side of the vehicle, repeat this exact same process. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.